Welcome to Tungalanla classes. Dear students, in previous class we have discussed about the nucleus and also characteristics of the nucleus and definition of the chromosome, DNA and as well as the difference between the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cells. Today we have continued the continued part of the prokaryotic cells. This is the prokaryotic cells diagram. This is the bacterial diagram. This is called as cell wall. This is the plasma membrane. This is called as cell wall. This is the innermost covering, it is called as a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. And it has a dot like structure. This is called as ribosomes. Ribosome. This is ribosomes. These are the ribosomes, and it having the nucleide. What do you mean by the nucleide? Undefined nuclear region having only nucleic acid, it is called as a nucleide. This is the undefined nuclear region, it having only nucleic acid. This is called as nucleide. Nucleide. What do you mean by the nucleide? The prokaryotic undefined nuclear region having only nucleic acid. This nucleic acid, it is called as a nucleide, and it is having also some flagella like structure, a hair like structure. This is called as this is the bigger prokaryotic cell. This is the prokaryotic cell. This is the example for prokaryotic cell. Bacteria, it having the outermost covering, cell wall, and innermost covering, it is called as a plasma membrane. It has some ribosomes, and it also has a nucleide. Nucleide is the undefined nuclear region having only nucleic acid, so it is called as a nucleide. This is the prokaryotic cells. Now next we know the differences between prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cells. In textbook it gives the two columns and also fill the blanks. The differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. The one side is prokaryotic cell. prokaryotic cell. Here eukaryotic cell. You already know that. What do you mean by the prokaryotic cells? What do you mean by the eukaryotic cells? Prokaryotic means absence of or primitive or the past. Prokaryotic cells means absence of nuclear membrane as well as cell organelles. It is called as a prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells, the organisms having a nuclear membrane as well as the cell organelles. It is called as a eukaryotic cells. The first differences between the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells is the size. Number one, size of the cell. In the prokaryotic cells, they are generally small. Prokaryotic cells, it's a generally small. It's about 1 to 10 micron. 1 to 10 micrometer. It means 1 micrometer equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. 10 raised to minus 6 meter. The size of the prokaryotic cells is generally small. In eukaryotic, the size of the eukaryotic cells, it's generally large. It is about the 5 to 100 micrometer, generally large. Generally, it is a large in size. The eukaryotic cell is a large in size. It's about 5 to 100 micrometer. The size of the prokaryotic cells, it's generally small. Eukaryotic cell, generally it is a large. Next one, a nuclear region. Nuclear region. How the nuclear region is present in the prokaryotic cells? It's a poorly defined. In the prokaryotic cell, the nuclear region is the poorly defined. It means a poorly developed. The nuclear region is a poorly defined. Due to the absence of nuclear membrane. Due to the absence of nuclear membrane. Absence of nuclear membrane and known as prokaryote. And known as prokaryote. Known as a prokaryote. It's a poorly defined. It is in the. It's a blank. Absence of nuclear membrane. And known as prokaryotic. And here in a eukaryotic cell, nuclear region well defined and surrounded by the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane, nuclear region or nuclear membrane. Nuclear region, it's a well defined. In a eukaryotic cell, nuclear region is a well defined and surrounded by nuclear membrane and surrounded by nuclear membrane and surrounded by nuclear membrane. In eukaryotic cell, the nuclear region is well defined and it is also surrounded by the nuclear membrane. So it is a characteristic of a eukaryotic cell. And next, third one, chromosome number. Chromosome. In prokaryotic cells, chromosome number is a single or one. Chromosome. In prokaryotic cell, chromosome is a single. In eukaryotic, more than one. Third one, chromosome number. Chromosome in eukaryotic cell, more than one. More than one. In the prokaryotic cell, the chromosome number is a single or one. Here it means in the eukaryotic cells, the chromosome is more than one. Next one, membrane bound cell organelles. The fourth one, membrane bound cell organelles. Membrane bound cell organelles. Membrane bound cell organelles. In prokaryotic cells, membrane bound cell organelles is absent. Membrane bound cell organelles absent. In eukaryotic cells, membrane bound cell organelles is present. Membrane bound cell organelles. Membrane bound cell organelles present. It is the characteristic of eukaryotic and this is the characteristic of prokaryotic. In prokaryotic, the plasma membrane as well as the cell organelles is absent. In eukaryotic, plasma membrane as well as the cell organelles is present. So these are the characteristic of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Dear students, in the previous class we know some features of cell organelles. There are three features. One is the plasma membrane, second one is the nucleus and third one is the cytoplasm. Already we have completed the two features. One is the plasma membrane as well as the nucleus. Now the third feature is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. This is the third features of the cell. We can observe the temporary mount of onion peel as well as a human chick cells. We can see a large region. It is called as a cytoplasm. This cytoplasm, it gets a little staining. Okay, what you observe? We observe the cells. This is the cell. This is the animal cell. This is a plasma membrane. Inside the plasma membrane, a large region is there. This is the large region. This large region, it is surrounded by the plasma membrane. This is the plasma membrane. This region, you get a little stain. This is called as a cytoplasm. What do you mean by the exact meaning of the cytoplasm? It is the cell containing a fluid material. It is called as the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid contained in the cell. Fluid contained. This is the fluid filled or fluid contained. The fluid content of the cell, it is called as a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm also having a specific cell organelles. Cell organelles. This is called as one is the nucleus and another one is the mitochondria and others. These cell organelles, it is also enclosed by the plasma membrane. Each the cell organelle, it is enclosed by the plasma membrane. The significance of plasma membrane is illustrated with the examples of viruses. The viruses do not having any membrane, and it do not shows the characteristic of life until it enter into the living body. And it is also used as the cell machinery to multiply. Okay, when you illustrate the plasma membrane, the significance of plasma membrane with the example of viruses. It do not having any membrane. So it is act as it outside the body. It is a non-living. When it is enter into the body, it is act as the living cells. And also we already know that prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic do not having a plasma membrane. Cell organelles as well as the nuclear region. And in the eukaryotic cells, it is having a well-defined nuclear region as well as the cell organelles. It is about the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm, it gives the surface area, it gives the area for the chemical activities it is performed by the cell organelles. Now we know the plant cell as well as the animal cell. This is the diagram of plant cell. The shape of the cells may be varied. Varied means it's a different. Some are the rounded, oval, polygonal or rectangular. This is called as a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. The another rigid covering, it is called as a cell wall. It lies outside the plasma membrane. The plant cell having another rigid outer covering. This is called as a cell wall. This is fluid filled cavity. This is a fluid filled cavity or fluid filled region. You already know that a fluid filled region, it is called as a cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm having a specific cell organelles. First one is the nucleus. At the center or near the center, a round like structure. A round, a dot like structure. This is called as a nucleus. This is the double layered. It having a double layered outer covering. It is called as a nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope. This is also having a fluid filled cavity. This is called as a nucleoplasm. This is called nucleus. This is the one organelles, and the special character of the plant cell having a large vacuole. The 50 to 90% of the plant cell area, it is occupied by the vacuole. Fifty to 90% of the cell volume, it is occupied by the cell organelle. It is called as a vacuole, and it having the another cell organelles. This is called as mitochondria. Mitochondria, it is called as a powerhouse of a cell. Why it is called as a powerhouse of a cells? It is releases or it products the energy in the form of ATP, so it is called as a powerhouse of cells. This is called as a mitochondria. Mitochondria, and it having in the near the nucleus, it having a tube like or network like structure. It is called as the ER, endoplasmic reticulum, a tube like structure. This is called as a ER. There are two types of ER. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and another one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum? Why it is called as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum? On the presence of ribosome on their surface. On the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosome is present. It is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. If the ribosome is absent in the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here, the ribosome is absent, so it is called as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is called SER. SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. On the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, it having a ribosomes. This is called as the RER. RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. This is called RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum. And it is also having some dot like structure. This is called as ribosomes. Ribosome. The plant cell having the another features, it has a chloroplast. This is called as chloroplast. It's the main important cell organelles in the plant cells. It is involved in the photosynthesis process to prepare their own food. This is the plant is the autotrophs. Autotrophs means it's prepare their own food, and heterotrophs means for food and shelter it depends on the other animals. It is called the heterotrophs. The all plants are the autotrophs, prepare their own food with the help of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, in the chloroplast prepare their own food. And it also having some another structure, a dot, a vesicle like structure. This is called as a lysosomes. This is the lysosomes. And the another structure near the endoplasmic reticulum, a flap or tube like structure. It is arranged in a parallel to each other. This is called as the Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. This is called as a Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. And next one, these are the plant cell as well as the different cell organelles. Very important cell organelles. One is the nucleus, and both together SCR and RER, it is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. This is nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast. Next one is the mitochondria, ribosomes, vacuoles, lysosomes. These are the important cell organelles. This is the plant cell. Figure name, it's a plant cell. This is the plant cell. This is a vacuole, and the main difference between the plant cell as well as the animal cells, in the plant cell wall is present. In the animal cell wall is absent. In the plant cell vacuole, it is a larger in size. In the animal cells it is a smaller in cells. In a plant cell the chloroplast is present. In the animal cell the chloroplast is absent. This is the plant cell. This is very important. It's a 5 mark questions. Draw a neat label diagram of plant cell or animal cell. Now we are discussing the animal cell. It is also same, but it's in the oval in shape. This is the outermost covering. It is called as plasma membrane. This is the outermost covering. It is called as a plasma membrane. This is the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. This is the animal cell. Figure animal cell. At the center, a dot-like structure. At the center, a round-like structure. This is called as the nucleus. Nucleus, it is having the two double-layered nuclear membrane. It having a small pores, that is called as a nuclear pore. This is called as a nucleus. Similarly, nucleus having a tube-like or network-like structure. This is called as the endoplasmic reticulum. Here also there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is the SER. SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here this is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Why it is called a rough endoplasmic reticulum? It having a ribosomes. The presence and absence of the ribosomes, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and another one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER. RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum. SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Near the endoplasmic reticulum, a flattened like structure. It is a platen-like structure. It is arranged in the form of a parallel. It is stalk-like structure. This is called as the Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. Here, a dot-like structure. A vesicle-like structure. This is called as a lysosomes. Lysosomes. And this cell having a two-layered another cell organelles. This is called as a mitochondria. This is the mitochondria. And fluid filled cavity, it is called as a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm, it is called as a cytoplasm. Fluid filled content or the cell containing the fluid filled content, it is called as a cytoplasm. This cytoplasm provides the area for some chemical activities in the complex or multicellular organisms performing the various functions in the fluid filled content. This is called as the cytoplasm. The next one, it is also having another cell organelles, that is called as a centriole. Centriole. This centriole, it is helpful and it is involved in the division of cells, in the mitotic or cell division. This is about the animal cells. The difference between the animal cell and the plant cell is the main is the absence of cell wall in the animal cell. In the plant cell, the cell wall is present. Here there is no chloroplast. In the plant cell, the chloroplast is present. Vacuole, but it is in present, but is it very smaller in size. In the plant cell, the vacuoles, it is very large. It occupies the volume of the 50 to 90% of the volume of cell. It is occupied by the vacuoles. These are the main difference between the plant cell as well as the animal cell. That's the three major important. One is the in the animal cell, the cell wall is absent. In the plant cell wall is present. Chloroplast, it is absent in the animal cell, present in the plant cell. Vacuoles, it's large in the plant cell, the small in the animal cell. The remainings are the similar. The SCR, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, it's present. But another one is the centriole, it is present in the animal cells, and it's maybe present in plant cell also. This is the animal cell. There are in the 5 more questions. Draw a neat label diagram of plant cell or animal cells. It's a one for your examination. Do you already know that the cell having the sub-cell organelles. There are some different cell organelles is there. One is the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, vacuoles. These are the important cell organelles of the cells because of it performing some crucial functions for the cells. All these cell organelles are discussed in next classes. Now I am stop the lecturing.